Hello, amazing fifth grade class. So what's today? Today's Wednesday. That means today is math day. So that means we're going to learn a whole new math lesson. Who's excited? Who's excited? I'm excited. Today we're going to learn about multiplication. So this presentation is called Where They Learn to Multiply. You guys today are going to learn how to multiply, what it means to multiply, what you guys do to multiply, and why you guys are doing it. So first things first, let's do the title page. Alexis's amazing fifth grade class. We got to do the multiplication sign. And then of course we're here to learn, so let's get started. So first things first, who knows what multiplication is and why we use it? Anybody? Well, first we got to think about it. Hard. So instead of adding everything together, we're good and subtracting the numbers that like we're used to doing, we're going to learn a new math sign, which is the big X, and it's multiplication, and that means we're going to multiply two or more numbers. But for now, we're going to do one number. Let's watch a quick video so we can see how to multiply some things, okay? This video is going to show us how to multiply, why we're multiplying. So let's start.
The same number over and over. For example, look at this addition problem. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. The answer is 12. There is another way to write this addition problem. We can write it like this. 3 times 4 equals 12. We use an X symbol to tell us that we are multiplying, which means that we are adding the same number over and over. We say 3 times 4 equals 12.
So did you hear that? We're going to instead of adding the number multiple times, we're going to multiply.
When we say the word times, it means we are multiplying.
So in other words for multiplication is times. We can say we are going to times 3 times 4. We are going to, instead of saying we are going to multiply 3 times 4.
We are adding the same number over and over. Let's look at some more examples. We can visually show 2 times 3 like this, or like this.
And which one's shorter, the top or the bottom? That's right, the top is shorter and we want the shortest problem. So instead of doing this, we're going to do this. But this is how you would work it out.
Or like this. 2 times 3 equals 6. We can visually show 2 times 5 like this, or like this, or like this.
So another way that he's showing you is you could do 2 rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 2, you're going to do the first number as the row and the second number as the objects.
2 times 5 equals 10. We can visually show 3 times 2 like this, or like this, or like this.
So again, they did the 3 and then the 2 rows, okay?
3 times 2 equals 6. We can visually show 3 times 4 like this, or like this, or like this.
So they did 4 rows, 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, or 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 objects or 4 objects, okay?
3 times 4 equals 12.
Does that make sense to everybody? That you guys are going to do the number either added or you guys are going to do the objects, okay? So let's see. Let's go back to the presentation and see what else we can learn about and how we're doing it. So let's go over what multiplication is, okay? So we can add it, like the PowerPoint says, we can add everything. And it's repeating. The numbers are repeating themselves when we're adding them. Multiplication is when the number is added by itself, meaning if you do 4 times 5, you're going to do 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and you're going to add it. That means you're going to get 4 5 times. Or you can do the number 5 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, you'll get your answer. However, you want to do it the shortest way possible. Multiplication is basically just adding the number over and over again until you get the number. And this is the shortest way of doing it. This way it's not you sitting there doing 10 times 20. So you're going to write 10 20 times or 20 10 times. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, let's keep going. So a multiplication, there is something called a multiplication chart, but let's figure it out what it is. So this right here is your multiplication chart. And a multiplication chart is mainly used for division. However, some people, teachers usually give it to kids to use as well as an ideal thing. You look at it and make sure your answers are correct. We're not going to use them in our class, but I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? And what you're going to do to it. So, as you can see right here, this is multiplying times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the same thing down here, 10 and 10. So if you're going to do 1 times 1, it's right here. 1 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 4, 1 times 5, 1 times 6. You're going to start with the number on top that you're going to multiply first, and the second number on the bottom. Does that make sense to everybody? However, Miss Alexis's class is not using this, so it's not really important until we get to division, which is later on. Now it's time for the good stuff. Are you guys excited? Let's get inspired by some examples. Let's learn by examples so we can do it by ourselves. So we're going to go over some multiplication examples together as a class, and then we'll move on. So 2 times 2. We have 2 times 2, but how would we solve it? So a good way we can do it is we can get some objects like the guy showed us. So we could get 2 objects, and then 2 plus 2 is 4. Or we can write it. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So that means 2 times 2 is 4. Right? Those were a little too easy. We know Miss Alexis's class has big brains, so we can do hard ones. So let's go ahead and do them together. Are you guys ready? Okay, so we're going to start with 3 times 3. But how do we start it? I want you guys to show me how we start it. So that's right. We do 3 plus 3 plus 3. Or we can get the dominoes. But let's do the math in our head for a while. So what's 3 plus 3 plus 3? So if that means after we add 3 times and it's 9, that means 3 times 3 is going to be 9. That's right. Great job, guys. That means 3 times 3 is 9 when 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Let's do one more. So we have 3 times 5 right here. So let's go ahead and say, how do we start this? What are we going to do? Can anybody tell me? That's right. We're going to do 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And what does that equal? That's right, 15. But who knows a shorter way of going and counting the numbers up so we don't waste our time writing 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3? We can count by 5s. Did you guys forget about your 5s? Really? We forgot about our 5s and we're in 5th grade. Oh my goodness. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15. So I went 5, 10, 15, and I just went to the number 3 fingers because then we have 3 times 5, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Does everybody kind of get that? Good. So what is our answer? 15. So 3 times 5 equals 15. That's right. But now I want to try it by ourselves so we can get the hang of this, so we don't have to worry about it, and so we can move on to the next cool math stuff because we love math. We're math magicians. So let's start, okay? So we're going to try some by ourselves, but first things first, you know the drill. Get some pens, not pens, pencil, paper, write your name, the date, and then we're going to grade it. So go ahead and write these down. I'll give you guys 5 minutes. Go ahead. Great. Are you guys ready to grade them? Let's go over them as a class. So we have a red pen in our hands because it's going to get graded, but it's just for participation. So if you got them wrong, don't worry. Shake it off. Shake it all off. You don't need to worry about it. This is just to see where you guys are at. So let's go over them. We have 3 times 4 equals 12. Did everybody get that? Good. And then we have 3 times 6 is 18. Did everybody get that? Good. What about 3 times 2? 6. Amazing. What about 2 times 2? 4. Good. And 2 times 3? It's 6. We just did it, remember? Good. We did it twice on here. We did it 3 times 2 and we got 6, and then we did 2 times 3 equals 6. Meaning we just flip the two numbers around and you still get the same answer, okay? It's just like addition. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to be done with math? Well, we're not. We're going to review and we have an activity, but let's go over a little review together, okay? Just so we can have our brain ready. We got to review, time for review. So let's go over what we learned so we can play a game together. How do we solve it? We can add the two numbers that are given to us multiple times by themselves to get the answer, right? Does that make sense? So we're going to take one of the numbers, add it multiple times by the second number, and we get the answer. That makes sense? I think it makes sense to you guys. Or we can count out by the number given. So how we counted by 5s, 5, 10, 15. We can do 3, 6, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1s. You guys can take any number given to you and count by that number, okay? Any questions so far? We're good? Good, okay. So, as always, Miss Alexis has an activity for you to go with your math. So we're gonna do it as a class. So we're gonna play dominoes and we're gonna multiply by the sides. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna have a domino for you guys and you guys are gonna multiply it by the sides. But I have a video for you guys to watch so you guys can see what it is and how to play. And I'll get our game ready for us. I love games, especially math games.
Or playing dry erase board or scratch paper for keeping score. Ready to play? Great, let's go. First, dump out all the dominoes and flip them face down. Don't forget to shuffle. Players randomly choose 5 dominoes. Turn them over and mentally multiply the pips, or the numbers, from one side to the pips on the other side. Take the products and arrange them in order from least to greatest. Using scratch paper, add up all 5 domino products and write down the total. The player with the most points wins that round and receives 1 point. First player with 5 points wins the set. Quick to learn and easy to play, this game is sure to be in your top 5 favorite games.
Great, so you guys saw the fun game we're gonna do, and now we're gonna play it as a class on our big table. And like she said, you need scratch paper. So here's our dominoes and here's our scratch paper. We're gonna write our names. So get your big marker, write your name. I'm gonna put Alexis. Okay, and then the date, 12/9/20, and the period. Or the class, we're gonna put 5th since we're in 5th grade. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Okay, and then I have all my dominoes. Range them, great. Now they said to pick 5, so let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great, so now we're gonna multiply. So I got 6 times 2. So can I count by 2s? I can, so we're gonna go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2 times 6 is 12, that's right. So we're gonna write it on the paper like this. I wanna see all 5 dominoes you guys do. Then I got 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I count by 4s or 7s? I can, but it's gonna take a while. So can I do 4 times? I can. So we're gonna go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 7 times 4 is 28. And if you guys get them wrong, that's okay. This is just a practice round. So I have 5 times 3. Can I count by 3s? I can. Can I count by 5s? I can. So let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. That's right. So we're going to write the number 15. Then I have another domino. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 3. So a cool way to do your 9s is taking the smaller number, so my 3, and going back a number. So I'm going to go to 2 and I'm going to count from 2 to 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 27. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Let's do it again. So we're going to take from 3, we're going to take away 1, and I'm going to have 2. So 2, I'm going to count from 2 to 9. So 2 is the first number. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have 7 fingers up, so it's going to be 7. Okay? How many fingers up? That's your second number after the number you've got first. Last domino, 3 times 1. Well, who knows what 3 times 1 is? It's 3. That's right. It's always any number times 1 is the bigger number. Okay? Anything times 1 is itself. So then they said to count up all of the dominoes pits. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So I got 42. So I'm going to box my number 42. And then while my friends are playing, and I want you guys to tell me what you guys got, turn it in, and then we'll see who got the biggest number. And then whoever got the biggest number, that means you won math day. You did amazing today, guys. You learned some multiplication. You guys know how to do it. And most importantly, you guys learned a new math side. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys Monday. Bye.